Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei Extras. Today we're going to be taking inspiration from one of your comments for today's video. There's been a person who's recommended a video idea a couple of times, and it's highlighted here, day 3 of asking if Hermitcraft joined Block Wars. Now I didn't do this idea because I didn't really know what it meant, because I mean, okay, it makes sense what it means, right? If Hermitcraft were to be in Block Wars, but that basically just means making Block Wars teams with Hermits in it. And I thought, that could be okay. So I came up with a better idea, which was to mix in the Lifesteal SMP and make it exclusively Hermits and Lifesteal. Now, this idea sounds better in my head than it actually ended up being, because it turns out I'm not very familiar with everyone in Hermitcraft and Lifesteal. So the teams I have made are probably not very great. There's maybe like 2 that are good because I actually know who the people are, like all of them on that team, you know, and like what they are like personality wise. So yeah. Also, reason I included her Lifesteal is because this video will probably now be up on my main channel. I made a Lifesteal SMP be like video. Go watch it if you haven't already. You probably haven't, because I imagine this video that you're watching right now will come out very soon after the other one, and my channel here is a bit more active, so you'll probably get it recommended more. But regardless, link will be in the description, top of the description, go watch it. Here are the teams. I'm not gonna bother doing reveals one by one because these teams are not up to standard, I guess, or at least I can't really, like, you know, I don't think these are great. They're probably not balanced because I don't know the people and the people's skill levels that well. But let's go through them because some of you might not recognize the profile pictures. Red team is Radoons, Pearlescent Moon, Impulse SV, Mid Mystic, and BOO. Funnily enough, mostly people who have played in events in like either MCC or Block Wars. I mean, for Block Wars it's only Red, but I could see everyone in that team maybe playing a Block Wars at some point. Yeah, very interesting team. I think I don't know what the vibes would be like because I'm not too familiar. I mean, this one is one of the ones where I know the people a bit more. So I don't know. It should work okay, maybe? Question mark. I mean, they have Radoons, who is possibly the strongest player when it comes to Block Wars in this event, I think, unless proven, or like unless like Parrot or someone plays and does like insane, but I guess we'll never know. Red is probably the best player, so they have the best player. That should mean that they're gonna do okay, right? Maybe. Orange team is Prince Zam, Pangy, Pofa, Doc M77, and Iskal. Now, I know that Zam, Pangy, and Pofa, I think, is like a friend trio. I could be wrong. Obviously, Zam and Pangy are really good friends. I think Pofa works well with them too. Not too sure. I put Doc and Iskal there because I feel like they are a little bit more silly, goofy, funny people for Hermitcraft. I know Doc is pretty funny, and Iskal is cool. I think they'll work well as a duo. So that team should be okay. I do think it's maybe a bit weaker than Red, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I have no clue. Yellow team is Spoka's Hair, Woogie, Cub Fan, False Symmetry, and Rendog. Now, Cub, False, and Ren is because of MCC, obviously. They have teamed with each other a couple of times, and it works really well there. I originally had Spoke on Orange before I realized that Pofa didn't have a team yet. So I just put him one space down. I give him Woogie because I feel like that would work. I don't know. I don't know the people that well. I have no clue. So that's yellow. Lime team is Planet Lord, Rochambeau Games, Vintage Beef, Good Times at Scar, and Gemini Tay. Now, Gem and Scar are on the team together because of MCC, and I'm pretty sure that worked out really well for them. The other 3 are just kind of slapped on there. I tried to make every team have at least 2 or 3 of either of the parties, at least 2 of both Hermits and Lifesteal. I think I pulled that off. So yeah, that's how that works. That Lime team, I think it would work okay. Aqua team is Mr. Cube 6, XB Crafted. Oh, I lied. There's 4 Hermits on this team. Never mind. XB Crafted. Then the middle one is Izuma Void or X Izuma Void. Then Jevin and Zombie Cleo. Yeah, that's a team. It should work pretty well. I mean, actually, to make sure things are quote unquote balanced, I can just swap Vortex Dragon and XB Crafted. Now that's a team. There you go. That's their team now. So yeah, that's I don't know if that works. Maybe it does. I have only really watched Azuma before. That's about it. Blue team is Leo Wook, McClutch, XB Crafted, Tango Tech, and Karalis. No clue if that works. No clue if it's good. I actually just don't know. Purple team is Subs, I think. I think that's Subs. It's Subs. Then Vitalacy, Jaren, Joe Hills, and Stress Monster. The only combination I know somewhat works is Joe Hills and Stress Monster, because there was like a clip from whatever SMP where the Hermits and like the Scots major group like inter whatever they like played on the same thing. I don't remember what it was, but that's about it. I don't know if it works. Maybe. I don't know if it's balanced. No clue. And then pink team is like the hype team. It's Parrot, Rekrap, Grian, Etho, and Mumbo. I feel like if that ever were to happen in anything, people would freak out because like that's the 2 biggest life stealers, I think. Plus like 3 of the biggest, if not the biggest. I actually don't. They're 3 of the biggest, I think. Hermits. So yeah, I don't know. Parrot I put with Grian because of like a Twitter competition that they had at some point. I'd put Parker there because he's like family friendly, I think. Should work okay with Grian. I think that team is pretty cool. That's the only one where I can kind of imagine that it would work, maybe. I don't know. I have no clue. So yeah, let me know what you think of these teams. Give me some more ideas for what you would like to see. Perhaps some ideas that are a little bit easier to work with. I know I could have just put Hermits on the blockwars roster, but I feel like that just means it's blockwars with a few Hermits on the teams, which could be an interesting idea, but personally that doesn't sound too interesting to me. No offense, of course. Feel free to suggest whatever you want. Say like MCC with no Minecraft players, or like what if trying to make the most popular like Block Wars or MCC with like actual streamers and YouTubers. Who knows? Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. Go watch my main channel video. Goodbye.